at my mother when I'm in trouble, and bill collectors. So it's basically Rooster all around. First off, thank you very much to Our Lady of the Lake here for having us. I'm very thankful to be here. I graduated from the lake in San Antonio with my MA and FA. I don't have any books for sale. However, I am getting my first manuscript published through Alabaraba Press, which is run by Octavio. So if you have any questions about that or you want to pre-order a book, I'm going to read a lot of poems from that book, A Saint for Lost Things. Couple ground rules. So I'm used to performing in bars where there's a lot of drunk people. So I talk kind of loud, so that's one. Two, I kind of thrive off energy, so like the quiet shit, it's cute, but please, like if you hear something that you like, please, yes, felt that, you know? We're here, you feel what's happening, this is life happening. You guys left home and into your cars to come here, to hear all these poets, so let's like live in that for a second, you know? Like, it's hard, like if I look and it's just kind of like, like, did they like that? Like, I don't know how to judge that. Originally, my family is from San Antonio. My father joined the military, so I was born in Tacoma, Washington, and my first real memories were growing up in Hawaii, which was a paradise. And like all children, I was like, oh, this is amazing. Volcanoes are mine. The ocean is mine. Sand is mine. And then at a certain point, we moved back to the west side of San Antonio, which is like the complete opposite. People do not surf on the west side of San Antonio. We continue to move frequently, but the majority of my life has been sort of trying to reconnect to that place, this place where my family's from, all my extended family. I've been there now for 15 years. I love it. San Antonio is magic. I tell everyone who comes there that fact. I'm going to read a couple poems that have to deal with place and sort of my weird angst and journey. Trying to connect to the place that I love. This first poem, I was commissioned by the city to write a poem for the tricentennial, and they gave the poets a year, 300 of them, to write a poem, and I got 1728. And do you know what happened in San Antonio in 1728, sir? No, I didn't either. And Google apparently doesn't know either. So I had to kind of pick and choose a lot of things to put stuff together. So. And also, San Antonio has this weird problem where history is everywhere, but it's not like the official structures that tell the history kind of tell one version, and then there's the ones that like our grandparents know and their great grandparents know. So this is sort of a poem dealing with that. This is 10 years young, 1728. And if I were to walk in the direction of the wind, would I become like the breeze? Would I connect to wherever the wind would go and wherever it's been, or do I remain like a second hand stuck in a swelling river? I ask because I'd like to know the places I come from, or are we all simply places to be? 10 years young, and they've erected missions on my skin. Yanaguana became a county. They clothed me in barbed wire and bullets, blood and fences across on my naked flesh. Hot winds still blow through what the Spanish call balcones, and they sweat like I sweat. I am an old land, but they tell me I am a new city. The people who would talk to me are becoming fewer and fewer. People and buildings spring forth from me like baby teeth and fall out just as quickly. They want to redirect my rivers towards new gods. My tongue is being bent like cacti, too thorny for my own mouth to remember. The people who would talk to me are becoming fewer and fewer. I don't know who would listen to my song anymore, or to which gods I should cry out to. I was here before 10 years ago, before 300, before gold, before galleons, before men and their armored war dogs and the ends of blades. You found your blessings at the mouth of my song then and after and forever, and I bury my magic so deep that I might recall what made me. And at night, my shadows move in places where people refuse to see as graves. Some nights, they dance. I know what lives here below the missions and the crosses, the buildings and the boulevards. I am settled. I am the dirt. I am what you continue to build upon but can never crush. I am whatever comes before Alpha and after Omega. Yo soy las ramas y raíces, the branches and the roots, 10 years young, and the wind tells me I will wake up when I am ready to sing again. Perhaps I never stopped and the city is only now noticing. 10 years, 300, or 1,000,000. And I am still the river that will wash out all the blood. I am still the river that never forgets, and everyone before, and everyone now, and everyone after will never die in my memory.
That's way wrong because we go to the other side for the dentist because it's just so much easier and so convenient. So buenas tardes en el Dentista's Waiting Room. Toca una canción de Ramón Ayala. Nada me importa. I hear him croon from the speakers outside of Las Flores Dentista's office. I stare outside the glass doors into a busy world where sombreros and bootleg CDs block my view from the dusty and dirty road. I hear Lucerito's voice, but can't quite make out the song. I smell the scent of a doctor's office, making me nauseous with the fear of needles. I close my eyes for a few seconds, and in those seconds, I swallow Ramon's music, with the sincerity of the gente making up this gabachitas corrido. A bit tejana, rancherita, a bit hip-hop, pop, a bit classical, antiguita, but a lot Tex-Mex fresa. Tesorito, my favorite word in Ramon's vocabulary, tesorito. I repeat, and I think back to an overload of faces. My tesorito, songwriters de mi alma. The aircon's vent throws me cool air on this typical afternoon of asoleadas and aguas frescas. Mis motivos are, no matter where I go, to carry this feeling of being home, of the love I still carry for people I loved and lost, buried and died for, to carry them as they've carried me. So that's a little bit about going over there and just reminiscing.
Si es que huye, va de pasada al lado como un ángel de exterminio y floración, que clama, dicen, que suspira, que es la voz, otros juran, de los viejos dioses, los tremendos, los de lengua furibunda, maldiciente. Inmunda hace lo suyo la mano izquierda, a escondidas de la derecha que, con sus uñas nacaradas y sortijas de oro, acaricia lo inasible, sacude el polvo de la lámpara de mil genios escondidos y de lo bello.
And so it starts with the word and. Entonces, el primer poema, is a continuation of a conversation that, humans have been having for a while now, right? So this is just así como on jump rope, the double dutch that you tanteas and then you jump into the jump rope, This is my jumping into the conversation that is already happening, And so this is a poem I dedicate to my Angelou. And what makes a mockingbird special anyway? Why, it's the trill from her tongue, the cry from her lungs, the sway of her lips. It's her dusty, rusty, crusty cries. It's a trail of tears in her eyes on sheet music playing, floating and swaying to the beaten, waylaying, saxophoneing, assaulted, accosted, bushwhacked and busted, cracked open, bruised, banged and accused, flat broken, terribly spoken, a token of surviving, of thriving, of juke joint jump jiving, of death cheating daily through unwanted wailing. Why, a mockingbird's got diamonds at the soles of her blues, whiplash backbeats at the edge of her grooves, croons of healing above the strangely fruited plains of grieving. She lets loose veracity with chirps still rising at the edge of a knockabout life, troubled and toiled, beatboxed and broiled, deplumed, defaced, ignored, encased, caged and debased because of the color of her skin. But as a din fades and the cool of eve rolls in, there she stands, chest huff-puffed and proud, unbowed, loud and endowed with the power of flight under the big dip of night, echoing the ancient even cry of a lioness, defending her pride in that sweet mother tongue. I rise up and at him, I shall not be moved today. The mockingbird sings what the heart cannot pray. The mockingbird sings what the heart cannot pray.
Y las besaba para taparlas y no olvidarlas, pero mi mente se desconectaba de mi boca y lo volvía a besar y a besar. Las palabras abundaban en su piel, en sus labios. Ahí comenzaron los conflictos. Intensa me llamaba. Cada vez que veía una palabra y la quería amarrar a mi boca, a mis manos, a mis muslos y caderas, nunca las escribía, solo me alimentaba de palabras y palabras, las cosía, las escondía, las hilvanaba. pero escribirlas jamás. Me daba miedo que se vieran las unas a las otras recostadas en un papel y se dejaran de brotar de su piel. Me llené de palabras bonitas, sigilosas, vulgares, extravagantes, tiernas, pudorosas, sensuales. Todas palabras estaban dentro de mí. A veces se movían por mis axilas, se deslizaban a mis manos y estas me temblaban. Un día la palabra calor se escondió en mis dedos y apresurada humedecí mis dedos con mi lengua. Allí había más palabras. Te, éxtasis, llegué, tengo, amor, prodúcesme, ahora necesito. Todas esas palabras comenzaron a escurrirse por mis dedos y mientras más me humedecía los dedos se mezclaban en mi boca. Te, éxtasis, llegué, tengo, amor, prodúcesme, ahora necesito calor. Por eso, cuando el policía me detuvo para explicarle por qué me había pasado el semáforo en rojo y al preguntarme en tono autoritario, señora, ¿usted puede sacarse de los dedos de la boca y explicarme lo que está sucediendo? Dije, amor, tengo calor, me produces éxtasis, te necesito ahora. Por eso, señor juez, esto ha llegado al final, porque en el reporte policíaco mi esposo ha leído las palabras que habitaban en sus labios.